Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 2. Last episode, we went and tried to help Yannick with, his mission. Now he's gone crazy. Just a little bit. But, yeah. Yannick's a little crazy now. Great. Now it's time to go into the corruption. The core of the corruption. The source of all the horrible creatures and chaos. Where it's been said that no creature can survive. Nobody said being a hand was going to be easy. Or safe. So who are we going to take? I want to take Yannick and Alcander again, but I'm really worried about Yannick. With him going crazy... I mean... Yannick, Alcander, and Yoshiria are our three lockpickers. Yannick is a very powerful mage, and we do need power in there. So I guess we should take Yannick. Although I worry... I don't know. I worry that the corruption will cause more problems with his insanity. I am very worried. And I don't know who to take. I don't take Diedrich very often, but... Well, I mean, Alcander's perfectly safe. Alcander and Diedrich are the two people who are safest around me. Yannick, he's a huge risk. Yoshiria and Khalida, they'll fight with me, but they don't trust me. Diedrich and Alcander are the two people who I am strongest on the side of. Wow, this really built interestingly. Do I take Diedrich and Alcander? That may be, but they're not the strongest in being able to deal out damage. They're both support. Khalida can do damage, or she can't take it very well. Yannick does a lot of damage and has a lot of abilities he uses. Yoshiria is kind of midway between support and damage. Diedrich and Alcander are both support. Diedrich a healer, Alcander summons turrets and shoots off his wrist flinger, which only does so much. Holy crap, I didn't realize Diedrich and Khalida actually have the most health. Of everyone. But who do I take? I'd love to be able to take everyone, but apparently I can't. It really is hard to decide here. I have no idea. You know what? I'll take Yannick, because I'm going to need all the damage, I'm certain. I'm going to need as much damage as I possibly get, and I'm going to take Alcander. Those turrets of his are very powerful. But they're the ones I take over in the Tawan. I've taken Yannick and Alcander more than any others. You know what? Make it Yannick and Yoshiria. Yoshiria will be able to provide some support. Yannick will be able to deal out a lot of damage, and I'll try and take as much as I can. Hopefully this will work. And they're both lockpickers, so, I mean, we're not likely to deal with many locks, but still. Let's go in, see if there's anything else, any other people we need to, any other quests we'll have in here. Doesn't matter if we don't have any lights on here. Since we're on the way, Seeker Matchy, have there been any more Zephyr sightings? No. Probably not going to have any more quests from anyone over here. Come on, this way, and... Commander Ophira. Avadon has sent me. They heard that you may know where Miranda is going. I do. One of my more foolhardy scouts found her tracks and actually followed her. He got closer to the core of the place than any human I know of. Except Miranda, of course. She approached the core and she kept going. We believe that is where she is now. Ophira marks a location on your map. We know almost nothing about the core. This makes the situation terrifying. Who knows what power could be unlocked there by a powerful, unhinged individual? What is the core? A place in the center of the corruption where the dark power of the place is at its strongest. We don't know why. Pure chance? Perhaps, or maybe it is where the disaster that created the corruption occurred. We don't know. Can people survive there? Maybe, probably, unlikely. I don't know. I suspect that the answer is yes, but only for a little while. With any luck, you will find Miranda's body and be able to return quickly. Somehow, I doubt you'll be that fortunate. What should I do? Stop her. Whatever she does there, it can only cause harm. The corruption can't be controlled. It can only be unleashed in storms of chaos and destruction. Understood. That one was Drakeskins. So we actually can't give anything else here. Drakeskins and the Council's Curiosity. Everything else is repeatable quests. So I don't think we have any more quests that we'll be able to get here. Monitor Saber, anything else I can hunt? No. Yeah, there is nothing else we can do in here. All we can do now is go straight to the core. Oh, this is going to be so very fun, I can imagine. Well, at least we got one person that gives a little bit of support, and one that can do a lot of damage, even if he is a little mad. Though he did say he is loyal to us. I don't know. I'm very worried. Alright. Yes, I'm ready to leave. Corruption's core. Well, let's go. Let's see. At last you arrive in the core of the corruption. It was exactly as exhausting and perilous a journey as you feared. Days of wandering through dust storms, avoiding packs of horrors, and getting so lost that only the occasional glimpse of Miranda's fading tracks saved you. And now here you are, farther into the corruption than any human in centuries, except of course for Miranda. It is the heart of the corruption, where its dark power is strongest. And what you find when you get here is a city. The city is ancient and ruined. The sand and winds of the corruption have crumbled the buildings and scoured the walls. The architecture is strange and unfamiliar. Whoever built the city, their culture and language have been lost to history. The ground to either side of the path has been completely torn up. The rocky ground has been pushed up into long ridges as if something is burrowed underneath. As you watch, the ground shakes. Something is definitely under there. You suspect that stepping onto the rougher ground would be very dangerous. However, avoiding it will make maneuvering through these ruins quite a bit trickier. You step on the blasted ground surrounding the ridges. Something instantly picks up the vibrations of your footsteps. Moments later, the ground shakes under your feet, leaving you unbalanced. At least the motion slowed you down before you actually stepped where the unseen horrors are burrowing. Horrors. The walkway through the ruin is flanked by a series of large statues. They are lumpy humanoid forms, scoured flat by centuries of sand and wind. The result is suitably creepy. Then one of them turns to face you. It doesn't attack. It just stares at you with its creepy red eyes. You watch it, waiting for it to do something. Finally, it begins to speak. You, a visitor, new visitor, human, living human. Dust and chips of stone fall from its mouth as it speaks. You saw someone beside me? I did. I watch. I am a speaker, a sentinel. Its voice is slow and flat, betraying not a bit of emotion. Who created you? I do not know. I think. I watch. I have no memory. I have always been. You speak for the corruption? I am of it. I watch. I speak. I maintain balance. What other visitor did you see? Like you, human, alone, spoke with me, walked past, brings disruption. Was this person a woman? Do not know. Woman, do not know how to judge you creatures, small and strange. What did the person say? Little, ignored me, walked by. Where did this person go? Past me, north, closest point to the core. Can you help me find her? I do not help. I watch, I speak, I maintain the balance, the purity. You find her, I will not interfere. What is the balance? The new one disturbs it. I let you past, make things even, is my purpose, my only one. You ask the statue what it means by this, but it doesn't respond. It is immobile. Whatever consciousness inhabited it, it is gone. So, we know not to go onto the uneven ground there. This is going to be interesting. And there's horrors underneath. God only knows. Yannick shakes his head and sighs. You look at him and see for a moment that clarity has returned to his eyes. He seems like his old self. Well, I never thought I would say this, Farron, but I wish to learn nothing here. Whatever madness created this place, I want no part of it. Not now, not ever. You wanted knowledge, Farron. Deal with it. You get your knowledge. Could have sworn I saw something wandering around. There are hostile creatures up there. This is a dead end. Alright, let's, I guess we can kill these. Ensnared. I did not realize we were still ensnared. Fantastic. Well, you can actually raise your... Well, that gets a few of them, I guess. I'll take that. Okay, these aren't that tough, it seems. And they cause fatigue whenever they hit. That is a bother. It is a very large bother. So these... Okay, one of your enemies warps into a new form. Core Shredder. Fantastic. Well, try and kill it. You hear a loud alarm cry. It came from somewhere nearby. Probably right here. Oh, we can finish off that Shredder with the... Oh, hey, it died! That one. Very nice. Sure, we could have avoided them, but I'm killing these horrors anyway. I mean, I can, after all. Why would I not? This way we won't have to deal with them later or anything. And... there we go. Okay. Ruby, Charm Folks. That's something. Some coins. There's a path over there. It's also a path. That's uneven ground. Okay, stepping on uneven ground results in us getting ensnared. Gotcha. You get close enough to the edge of the city to see what is happening to it. It is being slowly devoured. The ruin is surrounded by a huge ocean of magma, eating away at it at the rate of an inch every few years. It is hot and miserable, and there are sure to be plenty of horrors ahead. And yet if Miranda is to be stopped, this is still where you need to confront her. The ground suddenly shakes and rumbles under your feet. Something big is happening. That's worrying. Oh, hello. Unstable bones. Well, they died. The fact that those bones are unstable is very worrying. But they die very fast. So at least I can deal with them there. Something big is happening, but the question is what? That's not a path I can take. None of these are paths I can take. Alright. Underground we'll go. Light, please. Sewers, fantastic. Alright. You are now in the sewers of this ancient ruin. Large sections of this gallery have collapsed, blocking the passage with many tons of stone, and yet much of the passage is intact. Strangely so. Although the surface is painfully hot and dry, it is cool and damp down here. The water is choked with algae and rotting material. The green of the water is the first sign of natural life you have seen in this dead land. Of course, comfort is too much to hope for. The smell of fungus and rot makes you gag. However, you might be able to use these tunnels to navigate the deadly city above. Might, keyword. God only knows. There's a hum in the air. Deep, low, just at the edge of perception. But it makes your bones vibrate. It grows stronger as you head north. There's something powerful down here, and you're getting close. Well, let's see what's up here. There's a portal here. Can't go anywhere there. The fact there's a portal here is a little concerning. As you approach the glowing portal, you realize that you are not alone. A moment ago, there was nothing. Now 3 people are standing next to you, staring into the portal. Their skin is oddly pale, and their facial features are unfamiliar. When they talk, even though you know they aren't speaking any tongue you understand, you are able to comprehend their words.
I am glad you were able to see the final triumph. In a minute, our city will transform from a backwater to a great power.
How do you speak my tongue? The man turns and looks at you. Whatever he sees, it is different from the exhausted, bedraggled adventurer standing before him.
Why would I not? We are of the same land.
Where did you come from?
What an odd question. The same place as you.
How did you... We're seeing the past here. How did you get to the corruption? The man doesn't seem to hear your question. Or he hears something entirely different from what you said.
Yes! We will call through an army of infernos. We will call. They will go. They will answer and obey. They will go forth and our foes will weep.
What is that portal for?
It will call through an army of the beyond. We will call. They will answer and obey. They will go forth and our foes will weep.
You realize that this is a truly terrible idea?
The man snorts. We are tired of you naysayers. That is why we came down here to perform the great work. The great age will begin now. All together!
The 3 men begin to chant in unison, a deep, ancient, powerful spell. The room grows hot. Hordes of shapes can be seen massing on the other side of the portal. Try to stop them. You try to stop them only to find yourself paralyzed. They begin their spell. You're completely unable to stop what happens next. The men watch, thrilled, as a few imps come through the portal. They see the humans, snarl, and bare their claws. The man next to you says,
We command you! Now you will serve us! Stay in the circle of binding, slave!
The imps walk up to the edge of the circle. They sniff of it, and then they step over it as if it was not there. The man is alarmed by this, but undaunted.
Destroy them! The next group will be bound!
Horror from the past. Well, goody. Well, at least these 3 random guys are on our side. So that's something, I guess. Really, you guys did a bad choice. And how much help are you going to be? Look how little damage you actually did. More infernals, much larger this time, step through the portal. The circle does nothing to bind them. The mage at your side is starting to look alarmed.
Hold them back! I will close the portal!
Fantastic, well done. You guys have unleashed demons into a horrible area. Really, you guys are just the best. Okay. Actually, better idea. You move there, and that'll get most of them. And you corrupt. Probably not going to do much. Might work on the demons. That actually works surprisingly well.
Hey, and some of them are dazed. Don't try and charm them. The mage begins to cast a spell. The portal! Now it will close! And it does start to close. Slowly. Then two huge clawed hands reach through, grab the edges of the portal, and stretch it open again. You look at the man to see his reaction. It is only now dawning on him what is happening. I've made a huge mistake. Yes. Yes, you have, you idiot. I mean, this is obviously not happening now, but it's still echoes of the past happening, and... Okay, this will actually kill most of them, I think. Well, it killed two of them, and one of them died from the corruption. Ironic. Well, that one died. Come on, finish that guy off. Do something, at least. More infernals pour through the portal. The men scream in terror. Hold them back! If you don't close it! And then he screams again. Malignus Lord. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. You guys are all idiots! Get the battle frenzy, we're going to need it. You... I guess do something on that. And you... Let's get rid of that imp. Maybe one of the okay, that works. Not really the one I would have suggested you go after, but okay. 2 Malignus Lords and 2 Core Shredders. This is fantastic. Look what you guys have done. He's immune to energy. Does a decent amount of damage. Try and kill that Shredder. Good. Maybe we can kill the other Shredder, too. Not pleased with that knockback. Well, at least you guys are doing something on the Shredders. Oh, goody. Corruption. And acid. Corruption and acid. The Infernals are pouring out of the portal now. A flood fully unleashed and ready to bring devastation to the world. You brace yourself, ready to die. A gout of flame pours out of the portal, filling the tunnels. The fire washes over you and... nothing. You don't feel it. It is just an illusion. Then all of it vanishes. The Infernals, the portal, the fire, all of it. For a moment, all that remains are the final screams of the sages. Then even those fade. You are once again alone in the tunnel. Nothing is left but a few smears and, oddly, a halberd wielded by one of the Infernals. This you take. The strange vision of the past is gone, and yet it was weirdly informative. You have unquestionably solved one of the great mysteries of Linnaeus. You know how the corruption was created. Infernal's halberd. It's pretty powerful. 50% hit chance, 20% melee damage, 10% to blessings and curses, 5% less time for release. That's pretty good. Definitely going to give that to an ally. So that's how it was created. A bunch of guys down here summoned Infernals through a portal and fucked up. Allegedly. But something about this. I don't know. You suddenly feel dizzy. Your vision clouds over. There are voices in your head, many of them, telling you to do things. All different, all violent. You clasp your hands to your head, trying to regain control. And then you do. You concentrate, take deep breaths, and control yourself like a proper hand of Avadon. Things quiet down. It's not difficult to fend this attack off, and next time it will be easier. Or so you hope. Or so I hope, anyway. Okay. Alright, up we go. So, where can we go? Well, there's a path up there. There's a path over here. Oh, there's creatures here. Alright, wait for that Shredder to get to us. Okay, we've got a couple shredders. Not pleased. Please let the... Okay, we're kind of into getting a bit surrounded. Fine, you guys get in there to that shredder. All those shredders. I wanted them to come closer, not working. Not what I should have used. And one of the shredders is going for Yannick. That's not good. Two of the shredders are going for Yannick. That's definitely not good. Right, you get up there, help out Yannick, immediately. Farron, you can deal with those two just fine. Ow. Almost got that shredder dead. I really am honestly kind of disappointed that that's the solution to what happened to create the corruption. I mean, attempting to summon demons, and that just created this? That's just less interesting. These are abominations. Why would demons be left with this? That's probably where we're supposed to go, so I'm going to avoid there for now. And let's take a look in the other direction. We're obviously not going any further north right now. Ah, goody, another core stalker. And I just realized we stepped on uneven ground at some point. Which is definitely not good. Ow. You're on uneven ground? That's... That didn't look like uneven ground to me. Great. Oh, wait. Fire to the blade. Okay, that's apparently uneven ground. That's irritating. Okay. Stepped on uneven ground again. Very irritating. Really seems too much like it's just pure chaos to be demons as the answer. Oh, there's some hostile creatures over there. We can't get there. And we can't get over to here. It's all uneven ground. So I guess east is the only direction we can really go in. And of course, there's some sort of circle over here. Okay, let's take a look. What horrible things. This was once a huge courtyard, the majestic central meeting place for the city. A moment ago, it was empty. Now it is not. There is a woman standing in the circle in the middle of the courtyard. It's not Miranda. Her clothes are of a completely unfamiliar style, and there is a strange, intricate design tattooed all over her face. She faces to the south and begins to make a speech. Whoever she's talking to, they are not visible. The strange woman begins to speak, or continues to. She seems to be in the middle of her speech. But with this great work, defending our trade routes will be a thing of the past. There will be no trade routes. There will be only the tears, fissures in the air at either side of the journey, and you can step through one in an instant. This will bring up trading wealth beyond anything imagined. And now you lucky people will be able to see the great work. Watch silently. The woman proudly surveys her invisible audience, smiling and waving. Her invisible audience is cheering her on. And now it is time. I will say the final words, the words of power that begin a new age. Stop her. You try to step forward and stop the spell, only to find that your muscles will not respond to your commands. Whatever happened here, it happened. You can't change it. The sorceress begins to cast her spell. The air warps behind her. The sorceress looks back over her shoulder. Whatever she created, it is only visible to you as a faint warping in the air, barely perceptible. She sees something very different from you, though. That is why she starts to scream. No! And then something tears her in half. Just like that. The fragments of her immediately fade. They vanish before they hit the ground. For a moment you think you detect something just at the edge of hearing. Then that fades too. Then just for a moment you see it. A tear in reality in the middle of the circle. Infinite blackness. A horde of horrors flies from it, ready to feed. They spread out and some of them are here. Actually here. They rush toward you. Oh, goody! Okay. Fantastic. We have horrors now. Should have expected this. How about flash powder? Did that do anything? That barely hit anything. Okay. Corrupting Cloud can actually get a fair bit of this. I doubt it's going to do much for... Okay, that actually did a lot. That's going to kill at least one of those imps. Thank you, Corrupting Cloud. Those... Not gonna die, though. There, one of the imps died. I'll take that. Alright, you... Sharpshooter spray will... Yeah, we'll use it on that. That works. You're dazed, so you can... Ice Storm? Yeah, Ice Storm. I don't need the Firestorm, I don't think. Ice Storm's enough. And it actually slowed them. I didn't realize. Okay, things are not going too terribly at the moment. I mean, they could be going much better, of course. But all things considered... And there goes the Malignus Lord. So, they weren't necessarily trying to summon demons. She was trying to create tears in reality in order to create instant travel between cities. Essentially a portal system that failed horribly. But then... So one group was trying to summon demons, one group was trying to create portals between cities. Then what actually happened? Did all of this happen at once? Okay, so... Are we going with a Joker explanation for the corruption now? The actual answer is that there is no real answer, and it's just going to provide, you know, multiple choice options for the history and creation of it? Because it seems like that's where it's going now. The horrors are dead. The courtyard is empty once again. You feel like you have received a glimpse into the past. You have unquestionably solved one of the great mysteries of Linnaeus. You know how the corruption was created. Yeah. No. Not really. Suddenly, Yoshiria whips a razor disc from her belt and flings it through empty air. It hits the wall with a solid thunk. Then she realizes what she did. I thought I saw something. It wasn't there. This place is the heart of madness. I will not weaken. I will not weaken. She keeps whispering this mantra silently to herself. That's another path that leads downwards. Okay. I want to continue, but... We're getting close. But I can't. I need to end this episode here. It's been too long. Next episode, we'll continue going through the core. Down another trapdoor, another underground path. So we're not going to learn how the corruption was formed, are we? Unless all this happened at once. What are the chances of that? We'll find out more in the next episode. Till then, I'm Chusto44, that is Farron, Yoshiria, and Yannick. This has been an Avadon 2 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time. Wait, what's in here? Absolutely nothing. Wait, no, there's something. Okay. See you all next time.